Hey guys, Mike and Matthew here again from Lugnuts Garage. Today we get to put in some of this awesomeness. We got some new 125 horsepower DDP injectors. If you recall, last summer we had a little bad advice and had some help with some engine work. I hadn't done a lot of diesel performance yet, and we had somebody put in injector nozzles, which was a stupid idea considering the truck has 150,000 plus miles on it. Long story short, the injectors are popping off and we need to put new ones in. So I ordered up a set of these, and I got some injector tube seals as well. We're going to replace all the seals. But check out our latest addition to the shop, the topside creeper. How about that? Got Matthew doing a little demo on this right now. Definitely going to save on the body, crawling around inside the engine. Normally got to take the hood latch off. The last guys that helped me with the truck, they scratched the heck out of my bumper, which was a freshly painted truck, of course. They broke the fan shroud and a bunch of other stuff, and I don't know. I saw this online, thought it was cool. Matthew just popped it together, and he's giving us a little live demo as we speak. So anyways, I already took the valve cover off because I wanted to get that painted prior to Matthew starting on the injectors. And Matthew's just going to get after. He's going to start with the intake horn. He's going to take the throttle position cables off. Of course, all the injector lines, and we'll walk through all that as we get going. But putting injectors in is not rocket science, and we're just going to walk you through it. All right, I'll take that.
There you go.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, that's the last time that'll be on there. So we got a little upgrade for that now. So here's another cool little addition that we got the other day. This little step has come in so handy, you know, when you're working on a truck. This is only a truck that's stock height with a 2.5-inch leveler in it, and it's a little challenging to get up in there. And I'm only 5'9", so. You want to take a little footage of where you're at so far, Bubba?
All right.
So what have you done?
Young man's taking over. All right. So, this little guppy right here. Take 4 bolts out there. It's on. And then, yeah, it's out.
And you show them
The vanes.
the heater.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Preheats your air in our lovely Minnesota weather. So there you go.
Does the trick.
All right.
Hey, Mikey.
Brother.
Again.
All right, so we got the intake off. And now Matthew's working on the throttle position. Cables. All the bracketry for that. And then next we'll be working on getting those injector lines off. And then we'll pull the injector tubes. And we'll walk through all of that as we move forward.
This thing's off. This thing. That, whatever it's called.
Alright, now we gotta bust the injector.
These.
Yep, there's
15?
and you gotta get the holders off too. See that bolt there?
That's 10. For sure.
So here was a dum-dum purchase at a swap meet, walking by a valve cover going, hey, sweet, we can buy another Cummins valve cover and we'll just get that baby painted up before I put in the injectors. Well, guess what? Look where the oil fill's at. Hello. Yeah. Would have been nice if the guy told me it came off an RV. Hello. So yeah, pretty much useless to us. It's good wall art though. How's it going, Matthew?
How loose do you want these little guys?
They gotta come out, bro.
So just.
They have to come out all the way.
Where do you want it?
Set it up to the side.
Ah, where's the side?
All right, last set of injector lines coming out, baby. Looking good. Look at that. Huh? Excellent work, dude. Good job, son. Good job. Alright. So, we have all the injector lines off. As we said, they come off in 2 groups. Groups of 3. Now we're going to pull the injector tubes out. First injector tube coming out.
Where do you want it?
Very slick. Unscrew your tool, please.
Can I hold it?
You surely can. Alright, hand me the tube, Bubba. Alright, now show the peeps our tool, though. Come on, give me the tool. Not so close. You're gonna hurt their eyes. Alright, so you can buy this from Snap-on or, I don't know, eBay, Amazon. It's a nice little handy tool. Screws into the injector tube on the threads here, like Matthew's doing, and you just pull out the tube then, and you won't damage the tube. Hang on, I gotta put this in the correct spot. Alright, always a good idea to keep all your parts in the order that they came out. So I made up this little box, put some numbers on it, and punched a few holes in there. So we'll put all of our injector tubes in this little bad boy so they stay in the order that they came out of. I can see that one's questionable. Well, that's what you get. Hate working with people that don't do stuff right. So, like I said, we got some bad advice and got some help last summer from a shop that I will not mention, but this O-ring is rock hard. I can tell they didn't replace it when they pulled all these tubes out. We were having some fuel leakage issues, and I assume that's what the case was. So, isn't that awesome? I would be embarrassed to even tell you what I paid this guy. So, well, live and learn. That's why me and Matthew were doing all this stuff ourselves now. So, luckily I ordered new seals for all this. So we're removing the retainers for the injectors. And you don't have to take the rockers out. I got this one loose. The retainer is slotted, so check it out. So you just slide that out. Now you can see Mr. Injector. And I am taking these out and putting them in the order that they came out on my little boxy as well.
Here, I'll take that.
Here you go, Matthew. Alright, we're going to carry on with taking out the rest of the retainers. Alright, so I'm going to pull out the number 2 injector. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but basically you just grab one of the intake bolts and screw her in and pull it out. I thought it'd be nice to get this on film where you can actually see what I'm doing overhead here. Got her.
Woohoo!
And there you have it.
She's crispy.
There's our first injector out.
I'll grab some rag or something.
Pretty excited to get the new ones in, let me tell you. So you see that hole there? That's what lines up with the tubes that we pulled out. So you want to check your orientation when you go back in, obviously. Make sure that's pointing towards the tube, and it'll all snap in so you know it's right. But you just want to check, kind of clock these things, if you will, towards the same angle as your tube. Here you go, Matthew.
Thank you.
All right, now it's time for you to climb back up here and
So they just put nozzles on, right?
do your job. Yeah. All right, a couple things to note as well. You want to make sure that that copper washer is on there. When you take those out, you don't want to have 2 of those in there, and obviously make sure you got a new one on your new injector. So what the other shop did, unfortunately, is just replace the nozzles instead of replacing the whole injectors. And to be honest with you, for the 800 bucks, I'd have rather had them put the injectors in. But again, you live and learn, right? you get somebody to help you, and you get screwed and you do it yourself. So we're well on our way here and looking forward to having these new injectors in. All right, so Matthew's got all the old injectors out, and we're gonna bust this video up into a couple of parts so we don't make it too long, but he's doing a little detail work on the old injector lines, painting them up gold, making the engine look nice, and got the old ones out, and we're ready to install the new ones.